Hey everybody, it's Gil here and welcome back to the Sailing Vessel Dream Chaser. This is part 4 of a 4-part series about sailing from New Orleans to Southwest Florida aboard a 51-foot Formosa. If you haven't seen the rest of the videos, I would encourage you to watch them from the beginning. Again, it's only 4 parts. I will put one of those fancy little cards right up in this corner if you happen to be watching this on a mobile device. If you're not watching on a mobile device, I'll put a link in the description down below for the entire series or playlist. When we left you last week in part 3, the repairs to the fuel line had been done, the crew was back out into the Gulf of Mexico, and after a beautiful overnight sail, the crew was well rested and the sun was beginning to crest up in the morning. While out on deck, the crew ended up with a little visitor joining them on Dream Chaser. Check this out as the crew looks at and talks about the lucky owl that McKinley had left for them in the boat for their safe passage, as well as a little encounter with wildlife that I think you'll appreciate.
Alright, look at our lucky owl, bringing us good luck. And we got our buddy. Yeah, okay. Come on, dude. Maybe he's tired.
Yeah, close the door, it's gonna end.
Okay.
Freak me out. I'm scared. Yeah. Says you. Oh, shit! I keep flinching. I know you do. I'm just holding it. Yeah!
Oh, man! It is arts and crafts time with Captain Jeff Jones. What are we making today?
Today we're making an anklet.
All right, that looks like what? Wait, I'm showing yours.
Oh.
Arts and crafts time. Jeff has been promising to show me how to make this, and he bought the supplies special for me at West Marine. So this is how it's done. With what kind of line is this?
It's just rigging line. It's not 90 or Spectre or anything.
It's rigging line.
Yeah.
And a stainless steel shackle, and he got a lady-sized one for me. He's got a manly-sized one.
But that just happened to be on the boat.
Yeah, that's right. So you made a new one this trip. You made a new one this trip for yourself? Last trip. Okay. Okay, Jeff helped me get it started, and this is how we know what to do. See how this one's coming up under this loop, and it's kind of up, and this one's down under the loop? We know that the one coming up is the one that goes under. So we make a loop with this one, over like this. We make a loop like this, with this one going up, and this is the one that goes under, so it has to go over this and through. So it looks like this, and then you have to pull it really nice and tight. So this is the one going up. We know this one goes under, so this one creates the loop this time. Over and under and through. Over and over and over until we're done, and then we'll show you the end process.
The crew has a wonderful day of sailing, and after a nice dinner, they settle in for the sunset. As you can see, there's not a lot of wind out there as the sun is setting, so motor sailing is the mode of transportation overnight. Well, as you can see, the crew is obsessed with seeing the green flash at sunset, and as you saw, no green flash this time. But the weather is really cooperating, short of light winds that require them to motor sail. So with all the commotion, this little part wasn't necessarily filmed, but we got some photos to show you. Jesus had been determined to catch him some good dinner while he was out. He had his fishing pole with him, and he was determined to make that catch. And on this part of the trip, he did end up catching a nice Mahi. The crew ate really well, a couple of good meals. Fresh Mahi caught while underway is a wonderful, wonderful experience. Take a look at this beauty, man. The thing is a good sized fish. The crew joked with me, why do you need a gaff that's like 12 feet long? They realized why. When you're on the boat, you are a good 5 feet. The deck is a good 5 to 6 feet off the water. Now you add some pitch, some roll, and the fact that you're 5 or 6 feet tall, that 12-foot gaff is exactly the length you need when you need to scoop down in the water and catch you a fish to pull on up into the boat. So now this is what a passage is all about. The excitement's kind of calmed down of having a new boat with problems to them. They're making some anklets, they're fishing, they're having wonderful meals, they're enjoying the sunsets and the sunrises. And this is when that sort of zen chill comes down over you when you're doing an offshore passage for a couple of days. On some of this relaxing, on the latter part of the trip, the crew went ahead and put together a whole punch list for Deb and I of things that they thought we might want to attend to when the boat came back here to us. Things they noticed while they were sailing. Really useful sort of tips, like for example, suggested that we put turning blocks on the back end of the stern to make the jib sheets go back to the primary winches in a little bit more uniform fashion versus the direction they go today. You know, a couple of $100 modification that would make sailing the boat just much, much easier. Suggested a longer jib roller furling line, which is ironic because I just put a new one on and I'm a little worried I didn't put one that was long enough. So the next day, the crew was scheduled to come through Boca Grande Pass, which is the inlet from the Gulf of Mexico into Charlotte Harbor. We thought they'd be coming in between 11 a.m. and noon or so, and Deb and I considered driving all the way out there, but it's quite a long drive, and we weren't sure we'd get to see them. I looked at the winds. It didn't look like the winds were cooperating. Had the winds been cooperating, the sails would have been all up. I certainly would have loved to have gone down and taken some footage of the boat, going by through Boca Grande Pass, which is just a beautiful body of waterway, always dolphins, beautiful blue, clear water. It's really, really pretty. We ended up not doing that, just given that it was going to be under motor. We did, however, drive not too far from where we live to Ponce de Leon Park, and we set up the camera with the zoom, and we kind of caught them motoring on past here. So I'll show you that little footage here in just a moment. Once they passed us at Ponce de Leon Park, we hurried on back over to the house to get set up in the backyard so that they could make their way into the shallow channel that goes from the Charlotte Harbor into where our canals and our home is, and then where they actually turn down our canal. We'll pick it up right there.
Well, I'm just going to give you this midship, and then we'll get everything else in. And Casey, you can lasso that whole
I've got a line that I can throw you. I got one on it.
Okay. I mean, whatever you guys want to do, I think this might be best.
Yeah, I think that's what we do.
I think I can get it to you.
I'm going to try and lasso that if I can. If not, then throw me the line. I think it might be better if you throw me the line.
All right, and then this axe stern.
I am in love with your hat.
Yeah, you can buy it.
No, they don't have to.
No, I'm sponsored by
That's not
this
going to be long
company.
enough. That's not going to be long enough. That's not going to
They
be.
just put it back
That's
on.
not going to be long enough.
Can you catch this? Okay. I'm gonna whip it at you. Are you ready?
Here we go. We got this coming in, and I can get this now back out. Keep pulling in.
Yep.
That's good there.
If you want to go forward, though, we can probably go right on this.
Oh, I just lost Velcro.
Did you really?
Got it. Okay, now we're in.
All right, you want to...
So fend off up there. Fend off with your hand. Push on that.
After docking and getting tied up, the crew went ahead and gathered all their belongings in their bags. They handed them to us. We put them down on the dock and on the grass. And then, amazingly enough, the crew then took fresh water and washed down the entire coach house and the deck and the sides of the boat to knock off all the salt water. I mean, think about going above and beyond. I really think that they did. So we disembarked from the boat. We enjoyed some beer and burgers and stories. They hung out for a few hours, and we had a great time. What a wonderful crew. I really, really regret not figuring out how to have gone with them. I think it would have been a fun time. They're lovely people. They were fun to be around. Just for a ton of reasons I wish I'd have gone. The experience, all of it. And I would highly, highly recommend these folks. If you ever need anything, if you need a captain to take your boat out while you're hanging out with your friends, if you need a delivery crew, if you want somebody to take you out on day sails, I would encourage you to reach out to South Florida Sailing. You can find them on Instagram and on Facebook, or you can leave a comment down below and I will be sure and pass on their contact information. Again, Jeff Jones, so Captain Jeff Jones, Captain Amanda Haley, and Jesus was their crew member. If you get in touch with either Jeff Jones or Amanda Haley, both of them do deliveries. We happen to have both of them working together on this one. They do several deliveries together. What a phenomenal crew. They're from the Fort Lauderdale, Miami area, but they travel anywhere. I mean, if you need anything like that, by all means, I would encourage you to show them your support, your love. They did a great job for us, and I'd highly recommend them. There's a very good chance they will be doing the same with our 43-foot Gulf Star and my daughter. We thought about a great way to have her learn more about sailing. And it's oftentimes easier to learn from a stranger than it is a loved one, just because of the dynamics between loved ones when you're trying to teach somebody something. I think that's going to be a great experience for her. Give her a good 4 to 5 day overnight passage in the Gulf of Mexico, learning the ropes with a highly qualified crew. Thank you everybody for watching. This has been a fun 4-part series to do, short of the fact that I'm on this side of the camera and I wasn't out in the Gulf of Mexico with everybody else. But this has been a blast. I hope you guys have enjoyed this particular playlist. And remember, we do videos every single Friday about our lifestyle. We were living aboard our boat, refitting our boat, and sailing, and now doing it in warm, clear Southwest Florida weather. Bye y'all, safe sailing.